Hello, boys and girls. We're streaming. This is a novelty compared to last week. Well, as I sit here right now, I think I'm going to stream 4 times this week. I couldn't say that at the start of last week, so I am excited. A week of streaming ahead of us. There will be no stream tomorrow because Andy has yet another social worker meeting. But there will be streams for the rest of the week. As it stands right now, exciting times ahead, boys and girls. Thank you for the subs from Gambling Blues at 22 months and Govey at 3 months. Much appreciated for both of you. Let's do a YouTube intro, shall we? Which I still haven't set back up as a button on my stream deck. Oh, we have hit the January transfer window on our first season in the Championship. We're still in and around the playoffs. We have no money to spend. So really, this is less about strengthening and more about hoping we can keep this really overperforming team together. Because otherwise, disaster could be looming. There we go. One take, Kev. That's what they call me. Right, let's do some Football Manager, shall we? So this is the situation. 2nd of January. We are 6th in the Championship, so only 16 games remaining. It's yet another very front-loaded season. 30 games already played. We're not going to go up automatically, but then we were never supposed to even be in a title for show us the whole shirt. What, inside as well? Hold on. I mean, it's just a One Division shirt. There we go. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't remember. We're doing a football and all that. Yeah, we're not supposed to be getting promoted. The fact that we're up here is lovely. We're 1 point away from our pre-season points target of 50 points, which should be enough for safety. So rather than trying to push for promotion, we're not thinking of that. We're still thinking in terms of mid-table, and it's more about keeping the team together. Or, I don't know, there's 2 schools of thought here. Troex, thank you for 13 months. The Through, thank you for 6 months. There's 2 schools of thought here. School of thought number 1, we really go for it and try and win promotion because then the money will be fine. The money will be fine. The stadium will be fine. We just go for it and hope we go through the playoffs because I'm really good at playoffs, as you know. And that will sort out the financial issues that we've got and that are only going to get worse. Getting into the Premier League solves all the financial problems. But it's probably not very likely that we get promoted. And if we don't get promoted, we really need to sell a player to keep ourselves going financially, or we're going to be in a load of debt by the end of the season. So looking at who's actually wanted, I guess this is almost making our mind up for us. The only player that's wanted is Worcester. Blackburn are interested in him, who are in the Premier League. There are a couple of our younger players who've got loan interest. What I was really worried about is that the clubs would be in for Godwin or Roberts or Scott or any of the key players with big money offers. But as it looks like nobody's interested in them, I guess that makes the mind up for us. We go for promotion and hope that solves the financial problems. That being said, I know he's effectively an irreplaceable player, but if Blackburn came in, Blackburn who are mid-table Premier League, who sponsors Blackburn? Weird. If Blackburn come in and offer 5 million for him, it's very difficult to turn down. Oh, the subs are flowing. Daniel's in for 9 months. Doyce is in for 5 months. McKay is in for 1 month. In fact, has converted a prime sub to a full sub. Thank you very much to all of you. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I made a friend on Twitter. Oh, of course, my friend. Has everyone seen my friend? Hold on. If you haven't seen this yet, this is me being a TikTok sensation again. I know. Exactly. And then what happened? Wow. It is half term. Oh, that makes it okay. We can get away with this in half term. The Dark Pete, thank you very much for the prime. Yeah, I had a hashtag Kev goes viral. Should we see how we're doing on TikTok with that now? Because it went a little bit silly on TikTok. That video has had over 20,000 views on TikTok. If you haven't seen it, This is the video. Hold on. How do I find it? How does this work? Hold on. Why am I'm playing it to myself. You need to be able to see it. Obviously you care. You really want to see it. I can tell you really want to see this video. Let's kill the music for a minute so you can fully appreciate it. That's what she gets for leaving me unattended at the gift shop. She knows better. She knows better than to leave me unattended at the gift shop. Yet she did, and that's what happened. Oh, are we signing Kobe Mainu permanently? Is that what's happening here? Do we want him? Apparently we do want him. Oh, of course. This is the problem that we've got. In that he was on loan with us. He's now gone back to Hearts. We're going to sign him permanently for the summer. But it means he's not here on loan anymore. And it doesn't look like we've got the option to buy him now. So that's actually a problem. He is joining back up with us again in the summer. If we get promoted, we absolutely don't need him. That might have been a bad idea. We'll see how that pans out. Right. We have no money to spend this month. So, although it is January, it is transfer time. We have absolutely no money to spend. If anything, we should probably be selling. But we're not. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. If we can manage to get a draw out of this game against West Ham in the FA Cup, we know from previous experience, playing away to West Ham in the FA Cup is worth, I think it was £1.8 million when we did it last time. So if we can hold West Ham to a draw at home and get back to their place, then that sorts us out money-wise for the rest of the season, which would be nice. Chris, thank you very much for 21 months. Lovely, lovely, lovely. How are we all on this fine Monday anyway? I feel like we didn't talk very much last week. It was such a busy week. I had so many different meetings and things on last week. Just busy. And of course, it's the Easter holidays as well. So that's always an extra load of faffing about. Oh, we can bring in another loan because we've now not got my new online. I feel like we don't need a defender though. So we're just going to say no, we don't need a defender. We've got very good defenders at the club already. Godwin is in need of a rest. That means you're going to miss the West Ham game, Godwin. You're a veteran of the previous time we played West Ham. But you know what? I'm all about your health and well-being. So you have a week off of training. We're probably going to be calling you back on Friday afternoon. So don't enjoy your week off too much because you're probably going to be back to play at the weekend. What EFL team do I recommend managing? Whichever one you like the look of. Any club can be fun. You just have to create the story in your head. When do I claim my image rights percentage for the Leamington Matchday vlog? Take it up with Leamington. It was their property you were filmed on. I can film what I had permission to film there, so it's up to them to handle the who should or shouldn't have been in the video. They gave me permission to film there. That loan I just rejected was just recalled from my club. What? This guy? Oh, okay. Don't remember him. So we don't need him. Decide. Obviously, I wanted to keep him, but now I've decided against it. We don't want to sell him for no money, so we'll reject that. This is what happens when we have a few days between streams. I've not streamed this save since last Wednesday. Who's been my favourite club that I've managed? Who's been my favourite club in real life that I've managed in game? I'm not sure what you mean. The club in real life has no impact on whether I enjoy managing them in game. The favourite club I've managed in game? I really enjoyed managing Sheffield United last year. That was fun. Right. So does that mean we've got a little bit of spare pennies now? Okay, it does. Should we have brought Fagan back? We probably should have done. Pumpster, good afternoon. How are you doing? And Ben, thank you very much for 5 months. I'm now wondering if we should bring Fagan back. He played 17 games. It's playing on my mind. Who have we got as backups if we don't use him? I think we maybe we will bring him back in again. Maybe I've not lost my mind. Right, hold on. Let's just withdraw. Recall. Use your words, man. We're going to recall Godwin to training so that he's available to play tomorrow. The most receptive to me is a streamer. Oh, so with Leamington. Okay, so that would be Nuneaton or Kettering or Kings Lynn or any basically non-league clubs are all brilliant. That's what I've learned through nearly 7 years now of doing this. What I've learned is non-league clubs are brilliant. Football league clubs are usually awful and don't care and don't even reply to emails or messages. Literally don't care. Whereas non-league clubs all get really excited and basically agree to whatever I ask for. So yeah, non-league clubs have all been brilliant. John Boy, thank you for 19 months. But yeah, Nuneaton, I got to go and take training, do a team talk with the team. I got to do an interview with the chairman. We went nuts with them. Kings Lynn, I got to go in and meet all the players and everything and get booed out of the changing room. Kettering was a little bit awkward because it was during the pandemic, but they offered everything. I just declined most of it because pandemic and I was being careful. And Leamington have badgered me to come all season. And I just kept, again, declining because I didn't really want to go out and about and do stuff at that point, waiting until I was ready. So this is the team that we're going to send out to play against West Ham. I'm going to put Godwin in the team. I don't know why the game doesn't automatically put him in. I've recalled him to training. Okay, so let's go play West Ham. Remember, our goal here is a draw. Although I guess no one's going to be really disappointed if we win and go and get a big game in the next round. But the big thing is here, we want to get back to their place. We want the money, please and thank you. Did you ask their manager what to say during the team talk? No. No, I didn't. I know better than their manager. Probably been asked before, but would you ever do the Liechtenstein challenge? I don't know what that is. But if it's a known football manager challenge, no. Because other people have already done it and who wants to see me do it? Sounds like it'd be pretty boring. I like to try and be original. Or at least do stuff my own way. There was a bit of an in real life non-league manager merry-go-round the season as Boston took Kettering's manager, who took Kings Lynn's old manager. Nice. Yeah, Sevilla had sent me a good luck message on Twitter a couple of years ago now, so they were quite good as well. That's more than I expect out of an elite club. I played West Ham earlier and say yes, I did, and we made lots of money. So we want to go and play them at their place again and make lots of money again. We're kind of at the point now because we've got a poxy little ground that we never fill. Well, we do fill, but it doesn't make a difference. Look how slow Dector is, bless him. It's a case of we either have a cup run or have to sell a star player every year. So it is a bit of a problem that we've got West Ham at home so early in. I mean, this is our first FA Cup game of the year, but we need a cup run or we're going to have to sell somebody because a cup run can make millions or selling someone can make millions. If we do neither, we lose millions. But everything's going to plan so far. 0-0 at half time. We've actually been the better team. We'll have more of this, please. Just keep this going. Let's have a 0-0 finish. Phil Scott showing his Premier League quality. Aerial dominance. These boys we've got at the back are both very good in the air. Walsh is in here. Oh, my word. Emmett Walsh has scored a worldie. And he runs off, patting his head and rubbing his belly and having a jolly old time. Wonderful stuff. Who cares about the money? We want to beat West Ham now. What a goal. Oh, what a manoeuvre. Look at him. Look at him go. He did a football. Which, by the way, if we've got any graphic designers in, I am now in a position to go ahead with some merch for the first time in a while. I'd like to do some Do a Football merch, but I want a Do a Football... logo's the wrong word, but I don't want to just write Do a Football in Times New Roman and stick it on a shirt. I want it to have some design to it. I still want it to just be text, but I want it to actually be designed text that looks good. So it doesn't look like a 5-year-old made it in paint. So if anyone's good at that kind of thing, I would like a Do a Football vector. I mean, we can discuss payment for these kind of things. I'm not asking you to work for free. But I'd like a vector that I can have as a small little logo on shirts, on mugs, but also have it blown up big so people can have it on those stadium-sized flags. You know, I mean, I doubt they'll do that, but I'd like it to be an option. I don't want to have to pay to have it designed again. So if you are that person, or if you know that person who can sort me out there, please sort me out. Benjamin, thank you very much for the sub. We are still winning, boys and girls. What we're looking for here is an 89th minute West Ham equaliser. That's the key to success. Or we'll happily beat them, take the prize money, and get Man United away in the next round. I'm not going to be devastated if that happens. I think we might be beating them, boys and girls. We've only gone we've gone 2-0 up over West Ham. We're beating West Ham here. Leamington 2, West Ham 0. It's one of the great moments in the history of Leamington Football Club. It's a shame we didn't really want to do it because we'd rather have the money. We need an away game in the next round if we get there. They've just got to score twice now. We're still going for it. Lads, ease off. This is costing us £2 million. At this point in real life, I think I go and tell the boys to go and do 2 own goals just because we need the money. Oh, imagine the headlines. The footballing world would be furious. We'd be blowing football finances wide open. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. It's going to be disallowed. Oh, we can't even throw it properly. Goodness me. West Ham on the attack again. I will hydrate after this game, but I can't take my eyes off the screen at the moment. I love that Omani Gilks is in the team. He's been with us forever, and he's still there. Oh, look at us. Look at us go. Look at us go. Oh, it's a penalty. A 94th minute penalty. A consolation prize for West Ham. This is where Wooster forces through his sale by making a penalty save against Premier League opposition on the telly. We're going to be the first game on Match of the Day this evening. Come on, Tom. Well. Have they got time to do an equaliser now? Probably not. But that saved us the clean sheet bonus at least. So there's that. There we have it. We have beaten Premier League West Ham. We're in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Lovely old stuff. I will hydrate now to celebrate. And apparently pour it all over my shirt as well. Oh, I've made a mess of myself here. I can't even drink properly. I'm not. What?
Breaking the game again.
Breaking the game? What do you mean? No, I'm getting excited. Your Pokeball's on the floor.
Yeah.
Thank you. This isn't a Pokeball. This is a great ball.
It's in the Pokeball.
Goodness me. Amateurs.
Oh, thank you, yes.
Only for me.
This room is disgusting.
Yes, it's for videos. I've got 4 videos to record this week. Don't mention any of it because it's all spoilers. So, but you can't mention it. Right, Bird's going to talk to you now.
You know when you go out somewhere?
I know. She threatens these kind of things. I don't think she'd follow through. Go away. Stupid bird. Right. Posture check as well. Oh, my word. Oh, gate receipts record. I mean, it doesn't help at all financially. It doesn't help at all. It doesn't help a lot. It doesn't help enough. It's not the difference between having to sell players or not. What is happening here? Oh, he's going on loan. That's fine. How long till the bird Mysterian ends up in the bin? Well, when Anna first moved in, I had a black bird who had a bigger beak. I could really get my hand in there. And he had big fluffy hair and he went missing. I think he just flew away. He mysteriously disappeared. So, I don't know. I think it's just a coincidence. I've been looking for a new bird puppet for about 8 years. I almost bought an emu replica. I saw an emu replica puppet in Hawkins Bazaar and Anna wouldn't let me buy it because it was £75. The bird's name is Bird, just like my previous bird was called Bird. Arsenal want Wooster, but they're not offering nearly enough money for him. My client is incredibly interested in speaking to Arsenal. Yeah, I'm incredibly interested in not selling you for almost nothing. 600 grand doesn't touch the sides these days. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. I want to play in the Champions League. Will you, Tom, you go in there as their third choice just because you're English. Let's not get carried away. What's it going to take to keep you here? I need to win trophies. Well, we'll perhaps win the playoffs. That's a trophy. Havoc, thank you very much for the sub. There's no good outcome here for me, is there? Even if I try and agree a fee, because for whatever reason, I guess his reputation must be low. The fees that we agree is going to be sugar. What did I just press? What did I just promise? Can someone go back, clip that, or skip back in the video? Because I don't think I've clicked what I was trying to click there. I need someone to go and check. This is why you lot are here. You think you're here for to entertain yourself? It'll be in promises, right? Hold on then. God, what have I promised him? Promises. Where do promises live? Happiness. I don't know where promises live. I'll accept this bid. Ah, oh, no, that is not what I wanted to click. Stand. Now I've upset my best player. I wanted to do the negotiate a price thing. We can't accept this. This barely clears the overdraft. We're not going to get another goalkeeper close to his quality. Why is this not the correct view? There we go. We're not going to get another 4-star current ability goalkeeper for £500,000. Shall we go and find out? Shall we go and find out how much it costs to get a goalkeeper that good? So, goalkeeper. Don't need to be unattached. So, for a 4-star current ability goalkeeper, there aren't any. The only one that might be is this guy at Millwall. On loan from Arsenal. Ooh, should we try and exchange? It would cost 2.2. You know what? Should we try and just do an exchange? Or we could potentially buy this guy off Ebbsfleet. It also looks quite good. I'm not really doing my point much good here, am I? Let's scout him. Players to exchange. What was his name? Can we not do it because he's out on loan? That seems unfortunate. Arnu's only 6 foot. Oh, Wooster's 6'3". I never viewed Wooster as a big man. Carlos Moreno. Right. Players to exchange. Where is Carlos Moreno? He's not there. So I guess because right, shall we add a loan back? Loan back length I want to do end of next season. Right, get that off. I don't know what to do. I want like 5 million for him. And loan back is an essential. That's non-negotiable. Get this off. Oh, he's going to be grumpy. There we go. Was that before or after what's just happened? Hi, Tom. Back again. I did say the wrong thing before. So let's try again. I need to win trophies. Right. Where's the one about money? There's the reasonable amount one. Let's try him with a new contract first. This isn't about money. I'll let you go if Arsenal offer a reasonable amount. Okay. Let's try and find a reasonable amount. So let's start at 5 million. Oh, he's going to be awkward, isn't he? So 1.9 million it is. If we have to let him go, we have to let him go. There you go. Fagan's coming back. Beautiful. Get him back in the squad. Right, 4th round of the FA Cup. Let's worry about more positive things. Who's still in the FA Cup? Hopefully big teams. We need teams with stadiums as big as West Ham, because that's the kind of money we want. So no, Chelsea are no good. Everton are no good. We need big teams. Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, Tottenham. So any of those 4 away from home. Not that I'm being... This is perfect. We'll take this, please. Let's do the thing. So, Leamington. I didn't call Tottenham a big team. I referred to them as having a big ground. Right. Eugh. Otherwise, we'll take a beatable team at home. Well, now we want someone beatable, like Cambridge or Wimbledon or someone, so we can get through to the 5th round. Swansea's doable. We can beat Swansea. Swansea are 20th in the league. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take a proper cup run. That's fine. There's prize money all the way through. So I think 4th round prize money is 92 grand. So yeah, every round we get deeper. That works for me. Arichi's playing out of position. Well, he's not very good, Hugo. He's not very good. Just win the FA Cup. Exactly. Well, yeah, because that's what Wooster wants. He wants trophies, doesn't he? Get out of town, Arsenal! Get out of here! Oh, hold on. What was that about Roberts and a contract? David Roberts' long-term future. What? He's only just signed for us. Right, he needs a new contract then. We're not having him leave again. After it took us 5 years to get him back the first time. Not a chance we're letting this guy leave again, ever. And apparently we've got to give him 10% sell on profit, jobby. Whose idea was that? There you go. New contract for him. How are we looking finance-wise? We need money. We need to have a cup run, or we need to sell a player. It's not like desperate money. We've desperate problems. We've not got any transfer debt. We're only like £300,000 in the red. But it's only going to get worse. We have no real income. Get lost, Huddersfield. Wooster's going, isn't he? Someone's getting to that 1.9 this window. So we need to have people loaned and scouted and ready. This is the guy, I think. This is his replacement. Almost as good as him. Which will have to be enough. Because there's no replacing Wooster. Oh, I say he's almost as good as him. He's not even close, is he? Ugh. Retained, we've got 0% retained transfer revenue. Oh, well, that's a massive, massive problem. Oh, bobbins. Oh, goodness me. What a problem, eh? Well, then we can't sell Wooster, full stop. But how disruptive is he going to be? Because he's a senior player. And this is the problem you get. He is a team leader who's currently unhappy, and he's been here a long time, and he deserves the move. Nobody can begrudge him the move. And if we don't let him get his move, he's going to get unhappy. Other players are going to support him. And we've seen this derail teams a gazillion times before. Keeping him here against his will is not a good idea. Tamang's just gone to Bayern Munich, did I just see? Tamang. Yes, there you go. So on Earth 1, of course, he went to Chelsea and scored a gazillion goals for them. Earth 2, Bayern Munich, where I think he'll be partnering Pedro Luis. There's Pedro Luis, still at Bayern. No Erling Haaland there in this world. But Pedro Luis and Tamang, I mean, that would have been a partnership we'd have probably been okay with at Norwich. They've got Makoko as well. Oh, my word. Goodness gracious me. And Moron. Hold on. So they've got Pedro Luis, Makoko, Tamang, and Moron. No one else stands a chance. Well. Well, well, well. They had Aranua as well, did they? Well. Did they sign him from Dortmund? How do I get back there? Or did he just come through somewhere else in this save? No, they didn't sign him directly from Dortmund. He's just done a little bit of a merry-go-round. So the plan now, this is the new plan. This is what I've formulated in my mind. We have a cup run. Oh, see, the plan might not work. No, it's not going to work because it doesn't get done by the end of January. The plan was get far enough in the FA Cup so that we could ask for that to be increased before selling Wooster. I don't think that's going to work because we don't play the next round until February. By the way, how bad was form in the last stream? How have you lot let that happen? Was nobody supervising me in the last stream? Goodness me. Who the hell are you? 32 years old? Get out of here. 32 years old. Especially as a centre-back. We don't need a centre-back. We've got two of the best around. Although, if he's cheap, we'll let it play out. We'll see what happens. Fred, thank you very much for 27 months. Is Hoyenhal doing well in this universe? I think he signed for Manchester City, if I recall. So, no. Did he sign for City? Yeah. Oh, imagine Hoyenhal just being Man City's backup. That's sickening. He's so much better than that. He'll be my goalkeeper when we get to the Premier League. If we go up this year, first siding, we take Hoyenhal for 15 million. And that solves the Worcester problem. Oh, imagine bringing Hoyenhal to Leamington. That would be sensational. It hadn't occurred to me because of how slow our progress had been. It hadn't occurred to me until you just said that we're now getting we are getting fairly close to a point in the save where we could have some of our Earth 1 heroes cross over. We are getting big enough where that might actually be an option. Imagine having Delgado sign for us. I mean, how old's Delgado? He's at Liverpool. So I mean, he's only 22, though. In 7 or 8 years, we might be a top Premier League team. We might be bringing in a 29-year-old Sergio Delgado for 100 million to help us win the Champions League. I would love that. I would love the face off of that. That'd be amazing. We are signing this defender because I'm a little bit paranoid that we're going to lose defenders. What about Worcester? Have you only just joined the stream, Fred? Worcester is probably leaving this month. He is on the transfer list at his own request. He has a lot of big clubs after him. And Charlton. Let's just hope we keep him. In the meantime, let's beat QPR. 100 million is probably not going to be enough. Yeah, I guess. Maybe we'll lower our expectations and bring more on in. Where's the league table? That's what I'm looking for. So, plan C then. If plan A and plan B aren't going to work, plan C is just go get promoted. Look at that. See, he's a great goalkeeper. We're just going to get promoted. And then we don't need to worry about money. 1 season in the Premier League is all we need to sort out the financial problems forever. Or at least until, like, Champions League time. Because we'll immediately get the new ground. Oh, it'll be beautiful. Yikes. I'm actually sat here now thinking we probably need to do a Twitch save like this forever now. This has to be out. I love the idea of there being recurring characters across both saves. I think that's brilliant. Maybe it becomes a tradition that we carry on with the starting club of Non-League Legend on Twitch. But it wouldn't really matter. It wouldn't really make a difference if we were only there 2 years. I think it was the fact that we were at Leamington so long that has made it work as well as it has. So actually that doesn't work anyway. It's the fact that we got far enough into the save for all these new gens to create before the split. Right. Come on. Can we do a football, please? And World 2, who will temporarily Kev manage for 1 game. Probably Real Madrid in a Champions League final at some point. If Real Madrid ever get to a Champions League in Earth 2, temporary Kev will step in. That's just going to be his thing. He travels from world to world within the multiverse, managing Real Madrid for 1 game. That's temporary Kev's role in all of this. Right, so let's not concede here. Thank you. Whichever club you're at year 5 works the best. Unless you keep the save, go back to the first club in that. What do you mean? Yeah, it has to be. You have to give the save 4, 5, 6 seasons to get a whole bunch of new gens to appear, who are going to be the stars of both worlds. The fact that the likes of Tamang and Moron and Pedro Luis and Delgado are the superstars in both saves, I think that's what makes it special. We all know who Tamang is, even though he's never played for us. How often does that happen? In any save, even in saves I play, never mind saves I watch, you lot know who the best players in the world are, not just who the best players who play for us are, because we're coming across them in multiple saves. Have I had any job offers? We get job offers from time to time, yeah. We ignore them. Only the regular new gens, the researchers reappear in every save. Yeah, but the point is, because they were already generated before the split, they're in both. So, because of what we know from Non-League to Legend, we've been tracking Tamang in this world since he was 18 years old, because we knew how good he was going to be from the other world. Ah, Gwyn, thank you very much for 5 months. Emmett Walsh is starting to bang the goals in. Will temporary Kev's Real Madrid side be in the LOLLUJO Cup? Of course. What's my favourite type of chicken? The rooster. I assume that's the question you meant. I assume that's what that question was all about. Love a rooster. Which universe am I furthest in? Non-League to Legend, we're a good few years ahead of this. Like, at one point, I don't know if it still is. It must be. I can't imagine this save's catching up. I stream so infrequently. We're a good 4 or 5 years ahead on YouTube compared to this. So yeah, we can definitely steal information for this save. Which works as well because the rules are less strict in this save anyway. I think temporary Kev should only manage Real Madrid in the LOLLUJO Cup if they get to the final. Yeah, of course. It would have been brilliant if the day one save of the original home could have been available. Everyone would have their own Simic file. That would have been great. I mean, I should remember to start doing that because quite apart from anything else, it would just be nice to be able to see what his starting attributes and stuff were. Because I know I didn't. Oh my word. Sorry to draw our attention to the football for a moment. What have I just seen? He side-footed this for about 35 yards. What a finish. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Well, well, well. QPR 0, Leamington 4. We've arrived. We're going to the Premier League. I've been playing with a variation of your tactic, only its control possession. Have I tried playing with advanced forward and the false 9? It's been working wonders for me. I like the deep line forward. I think they're pretty much doing the same job, aren't they? They're just dropping deep and linking up play. If you watch the deep line forward in this system, they are basically playing as a second attacking midfielder most of the time. So I think they're doing a very similar job to what false 9 would do. What is that? So Turguy's injured. We're 4-0 up. We don't need to make a change with 10 seconds to go. I've been trying the system with Shadow Striker. I've worked very, very well. Very, very badly. Yeah, because he's going to get in the way. The reason this system works so well is because we're absolutely crowding the central midfield and the central attacking midfield. you've got the 4 actual midfielders in there, plus the deep line forward dropping deep. So we're effectively playing with 5 central midfielders. So we're completely dominating this bit in the middle. These 2 push on and act as wingers. So you've got 5 central midfielders controlling the ball here, which draws the opposition. See, I do actually know how this is working tactically. It's drawing the opposition in narrow to deal with all of them, leaving the fullbacks with all the space in the world, which is why they don't need any kind of technical attributes. They just need to be mobile. They need to be fast, and they need to be full of energy and work rate, because we want them here at all times, completely on their own and unmarked, just drilling the ball across for the one guy who gets to benefit from everything these 5 are doing. That's why it works. See, tactics with Kev. You won't get that. It's going to be, I'm going to start a 6-week timer now. I'm not allowed to discuss tactics for 6 weeks from this point on, because I have a reputation. And if anyone tries to claim I discussed it here, I didn't. You're a liar. It never happened. I just randomly picked a preset, and oh look, it worked. I have a character to maintain. But yeah, the point about the shadow striker was if you've got the shadow striker, he's playing too far forward, so you don't get as much of an overload in the middle. Which is why the attacking midfielder plays on a support instruction rather than attack instruction as well, to keep him a little bit deeper. Chris must not include that in the YouTube video. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Chris, don't include any of that in the video. Just look, Kev's talking about tactics. I know. That's the bit you include. What? It was Bird. It wasn't me.
Really?
Tell Bird. What do you mean it? It's a he. Oh, God. What?
What did you say?
I said it's a he, not an it. They're getting closer to the value. This is a bit alarming. Oh, dear. Right. What's going on here? What a kerfuffle. Let's go beat Birmingham. Good old Emmett Walsh. Wasn't sure about him. Still not sure about him. But he has scored decent goals for us. So, I mean, he'd never played in England before. He'd been it's a fancy exotic foreign discovery. He's been on a European tour. He's travelled all around the world trying to find first team football. And he's found a home here at Leamington in England. How exotic and foreign. David Roberts has signed a new contract. Beautiful. Will anyone believe us if we told them? Exactly. No one will. And that's fine. Connor Weaver isn't playing as a complete wing back. Who the hell is Connor Weaver? Oh, the right back. Okay. I mean, I don't really have an issue with him playing as a complete wing back. I've got him playing as a wing back on attack. They're basically the same position, Martin. Oh, it's not Martin. It's Russell Martin. Former Peterborough right back. Definitely not complete wing back. Russell Martin is talking to me about complete wing backs. I want him to play like you, Russell. Afraid to go over the halfway line. But inexplicably successful at Norwich, even though you weren't very good for us. Don't call him back. Good. Will I finish the season today? Probably not, I would guess. It's the January transfer window. We're going to be streaming till Non-Leads Legend at 4 o'clock. So I don't think we're going to get through 15, 16 matches in 2 and a bit hours. We'll definitely finish it this week, though. Obviously. It's Monday and we've nearly finished. Be insane if we didn't finish it this week. That would be like me only streaming once this week. Can you imagine me only streaming once in a week? Ridiculous. In the Premier League by Easter. That's the goal. Although we're going to have to use the playoffs to get there, so it seems unlikely. But But after all of the play, perhaps the universe has been setting us up all this time so that the reason we've been failing at the playoffs over and over, what is it, 14 in a row we've lost in the playoffs? Perhaps it's because the universe knew all along that we were going to win the playoffs to get Leamington into the Premier League, and that was going to be the most satisfying way to break the problem. Maybe it was that all along. Right, Leroy Tongue. I'm not going to sell my tongue. Need him. Do I think Everton will stay in the Premier League? I don't know. They beat Man United, didn't they? Or did Man United beat them? I haven't really been paying any attention. I know they played Man United and everyone got in a kerfuffle about it, and I wasn't paying enough attention to know who actually won the match. I'll level with you. I've not seen an Everton game for a long time. This is the 10th playoff in a row. You're saying that. It'll be fine. We're going to win the playoffs next time we're in them, probably. Sure, you said the same thing about Bourne. Yeah, but we never got Bourne that far, did we? We abandoned that save because you all hated it and stopped watching. There was like 9 people watching Bourne by the time we just knocked that on the head. Everton won 1-0. There you go. See, I sort of knew what was going on. I tried to vaguely pay enough attention, but I don't know. Who cares about watching 2 lower mid-table teams just battle it out? Eh? Boring, isn't it? 2 teams that aren't very good having a scrap. Boring. What's the latest on the network game? Should there be news on the network game? This is interesting. According to the star rating, Hoyenhall's only slightly better than Worcester, which is baffling. But we are going to keep scouting Hoyenhall. Because if Worcester goes, we need Hoyenhall. Two streams. Oh, there's not 2. There won't be 2 streams this week. The only other day we could have done a second stream, I guess, would have been tomorrow. And tomorrow, Andy's got a social worker meeting. We can't do Friday because it's Good Friday. And we're all deeply religious and won't be doing the network game on Friday. I'll be streaming as normal, but we won't be doing the network game on Friday. It is Easter this week, isn't it? Wednesday. We don't. To be honest, we don't really want to do it on 2 consecutive days. It disrupts the rest of our streaming schedules. So it was, I guess, if we were going to do 2, it would have had to have been today or tomorrow. It's clearly not today. And it's definitely not tomorrow either. So it's just the one. I think Tongue wants to leave. You know what? If we can get £1 million for him, just have just put sounders out. I think, and it's not 100% confirmed, but I think it's the afternoon this week, the network game. I think it's going to be 2 till 6 again. Because somebody that's not me, genuinely not me, that's not me doing a bit, one of the others has something on in the evening. Selfish as that may seem. Can you imagine? I had no idea it was Easter. I'm sure it's Easter this weekend. It's definitely Insomnia this weekend because I'm going to be there. And I think that means it's Easter weekend. Do I think Grant McCann will get Posh up next season if we go down? When we go down, you missed out when. I think probably not. I think Fergie will be back in October when McCann gets sacked and he'll get us to the playoffs. No, I don't know. McCann, there's certainly been some positive change, certainly to the form of Johnson Clark-Harris since Grant McCann's been in. So I'm willing to give him a fair crack of the whip. I'll give him until the end of October to have us top of the league, or we sack him and bring Fergie back. And you can't say fairer than that. It is Easter. There we go. Easter this weekend. Should probably buy some eggs. Not even to sit on this time. Some Cadbury's cream eggs. 4-day weekend. I remember back when I used to when I used to not have to work on bank holidays. Now I'm working double hard every day this month so I can have a week off to actually go on holiday at the start of May. Because I need to make sure that I still have videos coming out every day when I'm on holiday. What a goal that is. What a goal. We scored some goals today. Joe Ward's been a completely different player. Yeah, like I say, there's a few of them who I guess had probably just fallen out with Fergie. Who are playing very differently. I think Clark Harris being fit has made a big difference. And I think Joe Ward's game is all about crossing. And he's got someone to cross to now. So I think that helps as well. So that's why I'm a little bit on the fence about it. I don't know how much of it you put down directly to Grant McCann and how much of it is our best player from last year, our most expensive signing ever, is finally fit and wasn't for most of the season. It's difficult. But there's certainly been improvement in the last half dozen matches. Not enough to save us, but we are getting better, which is nice. We look like we can score occasionally now, which is nice. So we'll see, I guess. Curses. Lidl have salted caramel deluxe ones. Yeah, the problem with Lidl is you have to go there, which is why I don't shop there. Lidl and Aldi, they're as bad as each other. I hear that they're apparently great value and have really good stuff and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, let me shop online then. I ain't coming in your shop. What do you think this is? I don't go shopping. I order off the internet. If I can't get stuff from Tesco or Sainsbury's, I'll get it off Amazon. I'm certainly not going all the way to a shop just to buy something. It's not the 1930s. Do you reckon McCann would have had a chance to keep us up if he was here at the start of the season? No, because he's not as good a manager as Fergie. So I think if McCann is in the same circumstances Fergie was in, i.e. no striker for most of the first half of the season, because that's what a lot of people were very quick to blame Fergie, but we spent most of the time between the start of the season and Christmas with Sariki Dembele up front on his own. So, and he's not a striker. So I think in those circumstances, no, I don't think he does do any better. And I think he probably loses the dressing room after that as well, because it's demoralising being that rubbish for that long. We were rubbish because of circumstances, because we lost Marriott, because we lost Jones, and because Clark Harris never even started to be fit. Because our three strikers were all unavailable, it then becomes demoralising. And at that point, somewhere along the way, he just started falling out with people. We saw it with Christy Pym. We've seen it with other players, Sammy Schmodix. I guess Joe Ward. If we're saying Joe Ward is a different player now, well, he's not a different player, is he? It's just a different manager. So perhaps he's another one that Fergie had fallen out with. So I think once it became clear we weren't good enough, it became a really tough job for anybody. And it would have been very difficult for Fergie to come back from it, which obviously he didn't do because he left. But yeah, I think if McCann's here, circumstances are the same. I think the outcome's the same. We're still rubbish because we don't have any attackers. Starting to go to Tesco. Not now I've moved. There's not a Tesco near my house anymore. There used to be a Tesco a couple of minutes away from where I used to live. The nearest Tesco is like a 15-minute drive away from where I live now. So I rarely go. If I need to pick up something quick, I'll nip into the Marks and Spencer's petrol station around the corner. And that discourages me from doing it very often because it's so expensive. I'm actually going to Insomnia on Saturday. Well, then you may well see me there. What's my opinion on Ballymumba? He's fine. He's not really the player we needed when we got him in. He's fine. He's no better than the rest of the squad, though. If I was a Norwich fan, I'd be expecting him to leave on a free transfer at some point. Because he's just an average championship player. Should have got another striker in on loan in January. What, Posh? Well, we got Morton, didn't we, from West Brom? Clearly, the problem we've got, and the problem we'll have, is that we don't have the money to compete at this level. So we got Morton in on loan, and I know the response to that is, yeah, but he wasn't good enough. Well, yeah, but he's what we could afford. We were already spending big money on Clark Harris and on Marriott. So they're the two that are getting the championship wages. You can't have three strikers on championship wages in a club like Posh. Can I help you? No, I lost it. So, yeah, circumstances. Circumstances, circumstances, circumstances. I live 30 minutes from a supermarket, so I totally get where you're coming from. Yeah, I don't care for it. But yeah, we got the striker we could afford, and he wasn't as good as the ones we already had. So again, it's not much you can do in that our hands are tied by the fact that we're a small club punching above our weight by just being in this league. And we can't afford, and we insist on running at a profit because, you know, we're not Derby, we're not idiots. We don't cheat. We don't run up huge debts. So because of that, fans get frustrated sometimes that, I mean, that was the most annoying thing. The fact that the board aren't supporting Fergie, or they're not investing properly. I mean, they are. We spent a lot of money in the summer. We spent several £1 million in the summer. That's not enough to compete at this level. He's saying Dr. Ben is a good fit for his Derby series. I don't know what that means. I am aware Dr. Ben is doing a Derby series. I know nothing else. Talking to Derby, we play them now. How very exciting. Who is Sammy Brooks? An attacking midfielder? Yeah, we'll take him on loan. We love an attacking midfielder randomly turning up on loan. That's the best kind of loan. Random attacking midfielder who might end up being a match winner. The only thing better than that is the random striker that might end up being a match winner. Right. Jamar Hughes now wants to go out on loan. Ugh. I don't really want either Hughes or Tongue to leave. But at the same time, I mean, if we could get 5 million for Hughes, we'll take that. We'd bite someone's arm off for that. Right, let's go beat Derby. And get ourselves ready for this FA Cup 4th round game that we've got coming up fairly soon. Where's my beverage? By the way, those of you who like my t-shirts from time to time, I should tell you now, while they're still there, I've ordered some off QWERTY. Ordered all 3 that are on QWERTY at the moment. Look at them. £9 each. You can get them as hoodies as well. That design on a hoodie for £25 or £22 for a hoodie, £25 for a zip-up one. Have it on a sweatshirt. I ordered them just as t-shirts. That is these are all very cool. Very cool designs for £9 a go. Exclamation mark QWERTY if you want to order one. It's not an ad, but if you do order using my affiliate link, I get a free shirt with my next order. I don't particularly need that. I've got like 70 queued up, and you can only get it's not like a full-on free shirt. It's for the next shirt you order, we'll give you a free one. So basically, every shirt I buy off them for the rest of my life, I'll get a free one as well. But I'll keep mentioning it. We're losing. That's no good. That's no good at all. Derby are top of the league. They must be doing some kind of financial doping again. You know they love to cheat with the money. Someone check their finances. They're cooking the books again, and apparently playing with a defensive winger, which is inexcusable. Ugh. Have we not got QWERTY on as a command? What? That means somebody, some kind of mod, needs to head on over to the channel formerly known as the vlog channel, where it's in the description of every video. It might even be in the description of the Football Manager videos, and just wang it in as a command. Oh, look, Scotty volunteered. Thank you, Scotty. Well volunteered. But that's also where I got this shirt from, which is a cool shirt. At your command, literally. Good work. Very good work. Right, come on, gentlemen. Oh, Walsh is in! Come on! Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. What I tell you what, Walsh is getting better and better. He's going to be off to the Premier League this summer, whether it's with us or with someone else. And if it's someone else, we're going to get a ton of money for him because he is looking like a really good Championship striker, which means he'll be a really average Premier League striker that someone will pay for. I have seen the Pikachu one that says no coffee, no worky. I mean, I go through their shirts probably once a week, or at least whenever I see that they've got a good one on the deal of the day, the £9 one, I'll always go through everything. But I don't just want to buy 1,000 Pokemon themed shirts. Although it would be quite cool to always have a Pokemon themed shirt in my Pokemon videos. Anyone else use the 2D view? I mean, in the past. The only excuse for using it now is being on a computer that doesn't run the 3D properly, surely. I can't imagine any other reason why I'd use 2D now. I've been using 3D for too long. There you go. We've got the command now. Ah, that's some poor defending. Oh dear. What is Wooster? Is Wooster casting a spell there to try and keep the ball out of the goal? What's this? Ball crosses line. Wooster's doing delete. What is happening here? We need to watch this from the other angle. Watch Wooster's arms. So rather than diving and trying to save it, no, don't go in. Brilliant. Matt, thank you very much for 8 months. Right, Edwards is tired. Theodros is tired. Duvet can come on. Come on, Duvet. Everyone's tired. Why is everyone tired? What have I just done there? Not what I was trying to do. Right, come on, gentlemen. Let's have an equaliser. Any advice for my CV when I've got no experience and I only finished my bachelor's degree this month? Yeah, if you're only just finishing the degree, I mean, if you're finishing the degree now, not really. If you'd have asked me a year ago, I would have said get a job to get something on your CV. No, not really. Do some freelancing, maybe. Do some volunteering. Just get some stuff on your CV. Depends what industry you're in. If you need, if you're trying to get into something that you need career specific experience for, volunteering, freelancing, that kind of thing. If it's something like, I'm going to be a teacher, then you don't need any experience. They'll just hire anyone. They hired me. I just donated a lot of shirts I wasn't wearing. Now I'm tempted to buy 4 on QWERTY. Yeah, welcome to my world. I have far too many t-shirts. Oh, that's a good cross. Duvet. Oh, it's a poor header, though. I mean, there's no shame in losing 3-2 away from home against the team at the top of the league. But for a moment there, I thought we might actually get something from the game. So it's very sad. And Worcester's having a terrible game. This is the first really poor game I've seen Worcester have for a while. And it is a worrying sign. When you know he's unhappy, when you know this is what the game does. This is why whenever people say, just ignore the transfer offers and keep the player. Yeah, the reason I don't is this. Especially when it's the goalkeeper. Because they just stop performing. What are the sizes like from QWERTY? I just get the same sizes that I get everywhere else. So they fit pretty standard sizing thing. Yeah, I'm the same size QWERTY as I am from most shops. What subject did I teach? Computer science. I find that the black ones are a bit smaller than normal sizes. Interesting. I've not noticed. What I have noticed, this is how I can say stuff like this because it's not a brand deal. I wouldn't tumble dry them. They do suffer a little bit from going in the dryer. They get smaller fast, but then they're £9 t-shirts, so I guess that balances it out a little bit. They are very it's definitely got a Primark feel about it. They're cheap and disposable. And they feel a bit cheap and disposable, but they're cool. So, yeah, I don't know. I've always been happy with their shirts, but there you go. I mean, so have I. I've been wearing them for years. Do the labels say they can be tumble dried? Like I've ever looked at on a label. Probably not. I wouldn't even... Does it say that? I've got some new ones down here that they sent me. Hold on. Some of the freebies that... Oh no, this is what I actually bought. Why is that just lying on my office floor? See, that's a cool shirt. Saving that one for Comic-Con. Now I remember why it's in here. So, on the label... 100% cotton. I don't know what the symbols mean, to be honest. I think there's a cross for a picture of an iron, so I don't think you're supposed to iron them, which is brilliant. I don't iron them. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. There's the label. Is it going to focus? The one time I want it to focus on something. Hey, we're here, look. There's the label. I don't know if any of those mean you can or can't tumble dry. Who irons? I used to iron when I had a real job. Like work shirts, proper clothes, formal clothes. You can't wear a proper shirt and not iron it. They can be tumbled but below 60 degrees. Look, every item of clothing I own just goes in the tumble dryer on auto. And I give it no further thought. If something doesn't meet those criteria, it shrinks. And I've made my peace with it. I haven't ironed anything for about 4 years. I mean, I iron very occasionally. Like when I wash my non-Lethal Legend white shirts. I've got like 5 of them, and obviously I don't wear a clean one every day because I wear them for like 20 minutes and take them off again. So I would say probably about once a month, maybe even once every 6 weeks. I wash all my whites together, and then I iron them all, and they all go in the wardrobe, and then each individual one gets used until it starts to smell or starts to get creased, or I stain it in some way, and then I move on to the next one. And wait until they're all dirty before they all get washed together, and then they all get ironed. I used to wear a suit to work, so just iron the front very often. Yeah, when I used to work in a estate agency, I used to do that because the estate agency's weird and we weren't allowed to take our jackets off. So I was like, well, I only need to iron the bit people can see them. But when I was a teacher, I would always have my jacket off. So I'd have to iron the whole thing. Oh, that's a big miss. Can we not have our form crumble? Just because we've got an FA Cup game coming up. We're tumbling out of the playoffs again, and this is no good. If we want to keep hold of Worcester, we need to show that we're on the verge of the Premier League. Don't iron Leamington tops. Don't worry, I won't. I can't imagine that it'll ever get washed. It might get washed after I finish the series, before it gets put in the storage unit with all the others. That's the only time it'll get washed. And then it has to handle one go on auto in the dryer as well. You hang white shirt straight after a tumble, it doesn't crease usually. Yeah, but that involves me knowing when the tumble dryer is going to finish. I don't sit there waiting for it to be done. The way the tumble dryer works in our house is someone uses it, because I do all my own washing because I'm like a fussy. So Anna washes hers and Andy's stuff. I wash mine. The way the tumble dryer works is when you go to use it, whoever used it last, their stuff's already in it. And you just take it out and say, your stuff's there. And then put yours in. And it stays in until the other person needs to use it. And I just get Anna yelling, your stuff's in the tumble dryer. Oh, yeah. I'll go get that. So fussy, I just throw it in the tumble. Yeah, because if I do it and ruin my shirt, it's fine. It's basically an avoiding arguments system. Because when me and Anna first lived together, she washed one of my posh shirts and put it in the tumble dryer, and it shrunk. And I was cross. I was like, oh, my shirt, no. So now, rather than me being cross at Anna for ruining my shirt, I can just ruin it myself and not care. When's the network game? Thursday afternoon. 2 o'clock kickoff. I think we have a network game command, don't we, that we could maybe update just to say network game is Thursday this week, 2 till 6. Something along those lines. Because obviously lots of people are coming in and asking. I don't mind keep answering, but I will forget at some point. I'll not notice one. So if we can just... That's you missed that. That's what was happening below camera. Scotty's there again. He's a good boy. Look at how much better than West Brom we are. In this local-ish, derby-ish that we're playing. Blob Snail, thank you for 6 months. And thank you for having a great name. Oh, boys and girls, 3 weeks today. Monty has spoken. Thank you for the prime. 3 weeks today, right now, I should be driving down to Folkestone, ready to go to Disneyland. 2 years later than originally planned. This holiday has been booked twice. No, this is the 3rd time we've booked this trip. We originally had it booked for May 2020, and obviously everything locked down. We then had it rebooked for August 2021, and we still weren't able to travel. We have it booked for May 2022 now, our trip to Disneyland. So presumably we're about to get another lockdown. I think that's how this works. So I'm sorry if you're getting used to not being locked down. I think it's about to happen again because I'm trying to go on holiday. We are staying at the nature village again because it was cool. And it's cheap. It's much cheaper than the Disney hotels. And the rooms are bigger. I don't really understand why anyone would stay in an actual Disney hotel, other than the experience, I guess, of staying in a Disney hotel. From what I can tell, looking at the brochures on the website. But I'm old, so I'll still call them holiday brochures. Looking at the brochures, the Disney hotels all look like they're just like standard Holiday Inn, fairly small hotel rooms where all your beds are in one room and you've got a shared bathroom. Whereas this place is an apartment, separate bedrooms, a kitchen so that we can cook Andy's fish fingers, couple of bathrooms, and it's cheaper than staying in the hotels. So I don't really know why anyone would stay in there. And it's only like a 5-minute drive away from Disney. So yeah, definitely we're staying there again. Assuming we're allowed to go. I'll be in Disneyland while Leamington are playing at Villa Park. Guess so. I know where I'd rather be. I've been to Villa Park. It's not all that. I mean, don't get on very often. I wanted to spot. Thank you very much. Who did I book through this time? Through Magic Breaks again. They've been brilliant throughout the whole thing. We went with them 3 years ago when we went for the first time. And every time we've had it booked and then cancelled, we've been with them and they've just refunded the money back and they've been great. And yeah, highly recommended. We're there in the summer. It's the experience of staying in the hotels plus some of the extras you get thrown in. What sort of extras do you get thrown in? Because like we get park tickets and stuff. Because Disney co-own the Nature Village, it's half owned between Centre Parks and Disney. So we still get the park tickets and all that kind of stuff. And the free parking at Disney and all that kind of stuff. So from an experience point of view, we don't eat in the restaurants. Because Andy's very particular about what he eats. That's a great goal, by the way. Because Andy's very particular about what he eats, we need to be able to cook him fish fingers and waffles and make him toast in the mornings. So we need a kitchen. So it's basic for us. It's the choice between the Nature Village and Davy Crockett, which Davy Crockett looks fine, but the Nature Village, because it's co-owned by Centre Parks, has got the big Centre Park style swimming pool. So that's the big selling point. Plus other Centre Parks style stuff there. Activities and stuff you can actually do at the hotel. Free drinks, free afternoon snacks, the extra magic hour. Yeah, you get all that with Nature Village. Half board, extra magic hour, free parking. Yeah, breakfast you get as well. Yeah, you get all that at the Nature Village. How long are we staying for? We're just there for a week. Well, not even a week, like 5 days. So we're going on the Monday, we'll be back home on the Saturday. And it's going to be super. Is everyone going this time? No, the girls aren't coming. They're both busy with their own things. Amy's got her GCSEs. Lucy's working. So no, they won't be coming. Will I be vlogging it? I'm going to be making videos. I won't call it vlogging. It's not going to be like the vlogs that you've had previously. There will be videos about me being at Disneyland. There will not be family vlogs. You will never see anything resembling a family vlog from me again. But there'll be videos about my experience of me going to Disneyland with me on the thumbnail. Right, we are not. We don't even need to take part in Deadline Day. We just want it to be over. We want to keep Rooster. Why is Work the Space tweeting there's an episode of the Network Game this evening? Because he can't communicate like an adult. What he means is his highlights video of last week's Network Game is out this evening. And he's confusing everybody. Oh, goodness me. Guessing it'll be like Leamington rather than the old ones. Absolutely. Oh, no. Someone has met the valuation. And it's Middlesbrough. Who are actually below us in the league. No, slightly above us in the league. We can't sell him to Middlesbrough. He wants to go to Luton. Said nobody ever. Luton are in League One. Just no. Just no. We're not selling him. But yeah, we've got lots of, I mean, me and Chris are referring to them as vlog style videos that are going to be hitting the channel over the next 3 or 4 months. We've got Disney, we've got Centre Parks, we've got Amsterdam, we've got Insomnia, the UK Games Expo, Comic-Con, EGX, Comic-Con again, the Pokemon World Championships, Summer in the City. There's going to be lots of videos where I'm out and about talking into a camera. If that is what you like. There's just, and I think I've been very clear about this for a very long time, there's never again going to be, never again going to be videos that are about the kids. What is this? Burnley, grow up. Goodness me. And not only that, I've been slowly but surely deleting all of the old family vlog style stuff as well. The ones that offend my sensibilities the most. I've probably deleted about 100 videos at this point. I'm doing probably 10 or 15 a week, just getting rid of them in order of the ones that I find most unpleasant. Just going to keep rejecting offers. If it's not Arsenal, then I like the Instagram. Yeah, those Instagram stories, that's pretty much what vlog content will be like. And I'm going to use Instagram stories a little bit more as well. Just keep rejecting. What do I find unpleasant about them? They're boring, for a start. They're not good content. And they're not about me. And I like everything to be about me. Hold the phone. Do you play competitive Pokemon? No, I'm going to go there as a spectator. I would like to be able to play eventually. I'm a long way from that though. Why am I deleting the vlogs? Because I don't want people to be able to see them anymore. I don't want people to expect that to be the kind of content that's on that channel. And the girls don't want to be on the internet, and Andy doesn't want to be on the internet, and Anna doesn't want to be on the internet. The only person who ever wanted to do YouTube was me. So we'll never get to the point where they're all deleted. I mean, let's have a look. Let's have a look at some examples on the channel. Kevin Chapman. So if we have a look at the vlog channel, where you can see the days where I delete videos, our views for this month on this channel, negative 3.3 million. So I've deleted 3.3 million views worth of video so far this month. And like I say, I do it every now and again. But the kind, I think I've deleted 10 or 15 million views worth of video now, because it's saying total lifetime views is 25 million. I think we were at about 40 million when we stopped vlogging. So we are bidding a few off. But the sort of thing that's gonna go, that maybe hasn't gone yet, we sort by most popular. It's a fair bet that everything with Andy in a thumbnail is going to be gone eventually. Because, and the honest reason is, we are preparing for him to transition into the next stage of his life, which is going to involve him living more independently, not with us not there to protect him. And quite frankly, I'd like to get to the point where everyone forgets what he looks like. So if he's out and about in public with a carer or someone that's not us, nobody's put in a position of having some nutcase go up to them in public and ruin his day. So everything that he was the focus of will be gone. Everything that Lucy is in has to have gone because of Lucy's job. So Lucy can't be in the videos at all. So any videos with Lucy in will have to go. Amy probably will be in a similar situation soon. So the stuff that's the kind of stuff that will stay from the olden days is going to be stuff like my last day as a teacher. That's a video about me. That can stay. If we have a look back at the oldest videos on the channel, so all this early geek stuff, that can stay. The early vlogs that were just me vlogging about me, they can all stay because they're about me. The Colin video can stay because that was a video about me. So you can see it's very much, I've started from the beginning and I'm working through. You can see that the common theme and all these thumbnails is they're all me. And it is very much being turned back into what it was originally. My channel about me. Oh, it was Clive, not Colin. Sorry, my mistake. You lot know more about the vlogging than me. There's me with a centre part in. Look, that's great. So you can pretty much pick how far I've got to. As soon as you see, there you go. So, in fact, I'd probably leave that jelly bean challenge up because it's completely harmless and gives you no information. But eventually we'll get to a video that I'll be taking down soon. We're probably still okay at this point. But then, there you go. Parenting a teenager with autism. That video will be gone at some point in the next couple of months, for example. We might leave Legoland up because it's a cool video. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we haven't decided about yet. But yeah, we're just trying to get rid of a lot of this. Because it needs to go. Am I keeping the old Disney vlogs? Yes, probably. The Purge begins. The Purge began around Christmas time, I think. And I asked, would I do it all over again or try a different approach knowing how I feel about it today? I'd do it all again. Because it was the only way to do it at the time. And I've talked a little about, I've done a few podcasts and interview type things. I'm going to be talking, I'm doing the autism show tour this summer. I'm going to be speaking at the autism show at the various events that they've got on. And it's one of the things I'm going to be talking about there. And I've talked about it in a few interviews. At the time, it was the only option we had. We literally had the choice of, because I was already a YouTuber, but I wasn't making enough money from Football Manager videos to be able to give up my job. But those of you who know the story from how it was back then, I had to give up my job because the family was falling apart. Andy had been refusing to go to school. Anna couldn't cope on her own. I needed to be at home. And the option was either well, at the time it was, I mean, the original planning stage was I'm going to give up my job, earn what I can from YouTube and hope that the benefit system makes up the rest. But then telling that story on YouTube, because we started documenting that in the February when I was still at work, knowing that I was leaving in the September. We did a whole week of videos in the February about that decision process and they really took off. And it was like, well, we're making money talking about the fact that we're doing this and why we have to do it. So should we just carry on documenting it? And then rather than needing to go on to benefits, we can maybe make the money that we need to make through showing people what we're going through and making videos about our situation. And I think the videos really helped a lot of people and they certainly helped us. They allowed us to do what we needed to do at the time. And they gave us that breathing space to allow me to build up the other side of the business. But we didn't really think that far ahead. We were just trying to, we were just trying to get from day to day, week to week, month to month. When we started vlogging, Andy was 12. He turns 18 in July. When we started vlogging, at no point did we think, I mean, it hadn't even crossed our minds what he'd be doing at 18. And it certainly didn't occur to us that when he was 18 years old, we wouldn't want people to know what he looks like. Because we hadn't even thought of it. There was too much other stuff going on. So yeah, we're having to try and clean up some of the mess now to make it so that he has the best chance at being able to go and live the life that he wants to live on his own. But we wouldn't have been in the position to even do that if it hadn't have been for the fact that we were able to support ourselves making those videos at the time. So it all kind of balances out. I'm happy we did it, but at the same time, just because we did it doesn't mean it needs to stay done. We can now undo bits of it. As DMC or DM Captain says, this is just step one. Long term, I want every page on the internet to be a picture of my face. I mean, that is the truth of the situation. Yes, that is absolutely the truth of the situation. Right. We're playing Swansea in the FA Cup. Swansea, who are 16th in the Championship. Financially, we need another win. We beat West Ham in the last round. We need to beat Swansea because we need to get into the 5th round because we need that big away draw against a big Premier League team because we need the money. Times change, priorities change. As a parent, putting the kids first, providing for them is the main job. Yeah, exactly. And luckily, like I say, we've got ourselves into the position where we can more than cover the bills and everything just through the Football Manager stuff. And that's been the situation for the last 3 or 4 years. Last 3 or 4 years, Football Manager has covered everything. So we've been able to change the view on how the vlog side of things works. And because we haven't needed it, we've been able to be more selective about what we do with it. And the more selective we've become, the more private we've become. Having someone turn up at our house was a big moment of, ugh. Having someone turn up at Lucy's work was a big moment of, ugh. So, yeah, it's been a few idiots who have spoilt it for everyone. But, I mean, we could easily, if we'd have just carried on fully focused on the vlog and not cared, been one of those scummy families who just don't care and are just trying to get as much money, we could have 500,000 subscribers on that channel by now and be making like 30 or 40 grand a month off of scummy videos exploiting our family. And we could be doing it. But I guess we drew the line somewhere. Yeah, we had someone turn up at our house. We had someone send death threats to Andy through the post. We had someone turn up at Lucy's work. Yeah, there was lots of horrible things that happened that made us just realize that, yeah, we don't want that for this family and we don't need it. I can do Football Manager videos and Pokemon videos and whatever else. I can do Kev videos and everyone will just leave me alone. What do they want? More of it was harmless. I mean, the turning up at the house, they just wanted to say hello. They just wanted to meet us. Turning up at Lucy's work, they just wanted to meet her. But it doesn't matter what they wanted. It doesn't matter what their intentions were. The fact that people were doing that. Ugh. My brother has opened a cafe recently. He won't be happy with me calling it a cafe. A coffee house. And they said, do you want to promote, or are you all right promoting it on your Instagram, on your social media and stuff? And I said, I can, but I promise you don't want me to, because it'll become part of the LOLLUJO pilgrimage if I do. You'll have people turning up just to be here. They won't be coming to buy coffee. They'll be coming to take a picture and hope that we're there, and it's weird. So, yeah, that's why we haven't promoted that at all. So, yeah, I think we learned a lot about how the world and the internet works over those years of vlogging. And the more I learn and the more stuff that happened, the more I decided that wasn't what we wanted. So that's why, I mean, that was a 20-minute answer to a completely reasonable question. But that's why there won't be normal vlogs anymore. And that's why I'm deleting some of the old ones. Anyone sent me AstroTurf recently. We've had a bit, yeah. We always get a bit. an awful thing that people feel the right to invade on someone's privacy just because they put someone online at something. Yeah, I know. But I can see it from people's points of view, you know. If I'm sharing every part of my life, and there was times when we literally shared everything. We shared absolutely everything. It was part of the appeal. It was warts and all. We share absolutely everything. And that makes it very difficult for people to understand where the line is. If I'm not making it clear where the line is, then is it people's fault if they cross it? Or were we kind of asking for it? Or shouldn't be so popular. It's because I'm so good looking. In my head, yes, there's no same naming genius as you, and it's called Do a Coffee. Maybe. You'll never know. Oh, come on. Didn't we sign him from Swansea? I'm pretty sure we signed him from Swansea. Will I still do vlogs with just me and them? Well, like I say, there'll be vlogs at Disneyland, and Andy will be in them. But they won't be about Andy, and that's going to be the difference. So the three of us are going to Disneyland, and we will all be in the videos. I guess rather than a good example of what the vlogs are going to be like going forward, if you look back at what the Forest Holidays vlogs were like, that was a family holiday, but Andy wasn't really in those videos very much, was he? They weren't videos about him. They were videos where he was kind of about, we just given away a penalty. And the Disney stuff, I mean, I'm not going to edit him out of Disney, but at the same time, I'm not going to focus in on, oh, Tom Wooster saves a penalty. It's not going to be videos about Andy's experience at Disney. It's not going to be videos about a person with autism going to Disney. It's just going to be vlogs at Disneyland that are mainly about me, but my family are there too. Fleming, thank you for 41 months. And like I say, we'll still be vlogging that. We'll be vlogging Centre Parks. We'll be vlogging TwitchCon in Amsterdam. We'll be vlogging all the conventions as normal. There'll probably be, and I said this to Chris the other day, don't tell anybody, but I think there's about 30 vlogs coming out between now and, like, over the next 6 months. I think we've got about 30 vlogs coming out. Just don't, that doesn't mean the vlog is back. Don't tell anyone. But they are vlogs about me. It's very much from my perspective. He's shushing me. You know what these streams are like. This is just me chatting with a small group of people. There's probably only like 5 people here. They'll keep a secret. Will I pixelate my family's faces? No. What drew me to the diamond? We kind of stumbled onto it. I forget which, it was during Non-League to Legend. At one of the clubs we were at, we ended up, it was the sensible thing to do with the squad we had, and it worked really well, so I stayed with it. Right, we are in the 5th round of the FA Cup. This is where we need the big, expensive draw. You can have the weather, yes. It is lovely sunshine out there. It looks like a lovely spring day. P.E. Price, thank you for 4 months. Will I employ actors to play Anna and Andy? I might actually sack the actors who've been playing them for the last 6 years and show the real ones. Wouldn't that be a thing? Right, when's this draw happening? How's the money looking now? Still terrible. So we need a big club away from home. At least we survived January without selling anybody. It was a swerve all along. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to break this to you. The vlog was always scripted. It was always scripted, and it was actors. What's the stadium situation? We still don't have one, which is part of the reason why finances are a problem. We're playing in Solihull. We've not played a game of football in Leamington for nearly 10 years. I remember you said on a vlog ages ago that you got accused of recasting Andy. Did I? I remember there was someone who accused us of Andy being an actor faking autism. Kevin isn't even called Kevin. It's all fake. That's from one of the longest running conspiracy theories, because the book that I wrote, the only one that's still available, my book that came out before YouTube, is written by David Chapman. So perhaps Kevin is a fake name. Perhaps I'm actually Dave. Or maybe the book was written by a dog. Who knows? Right, still in the FA Cup. Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Newcastle. Any of them away from home is what we need here for the monies. There's every chance Chelsea and Everton will have bigger grounds now as well, actually. So they might be fine. What am I looking at? Stamford Bridge is up to 55,000, so that'll do. And Everton should be in their new ground as well. Yeah, 53,000. So any of them away from home is what we're looking for. We don't want another stupid home game, especially a home game that we'll probably lose. Right, Liverpool away. This is spot on. Man City away. Spot on. Chelsea away. Spot on. And that's used one of our other teams that we wanted. Newcastle away. This is fine. We'll take this. I mean, it's literally being set up with all the big ground teams at home, and we're swerving all of them. It's Man United or no one now. Anyone other than Man United is a disaster. The only Premier League teams still in this are Brighton or Leicester. They've got to play each other, and Manchester United. So if we don't get Manchester United away, we want a championship club at home, please. Right. They've come out consecutively. This needs to be us. For goodness sake. Right, give us Crew. Crew, Stoke and Hull are all still in the hat. See, that's a game we're probably going to lose, and it's not going to make us any money. That's just about the worst draw we could have got. Brighton or Leicester at home. Brighton are 17th, Leicester are 15th. I mean, we beat West Ham, who were 10th in the Premier League. We could be into the FA Cup quarter-final here. But it's just been terrible draw after terrible draw. Yuck. That was the worst possible outcome. Will we not get TV money? I don't know. It depends if we're on TV, I guess. I mean, there is prize money in every round. It's just not as big as a big payday. Like, if we win in the 5th round, that's £184,000 of prize money. But if we play away against Manchester United, that's £2 million of gate receipts. So, I mean, you have to go and even winning the FA Cup, getting to the final and winning it doesn't pay you as much money as losing 8-0 away against Manchester United. So, we kind of need the big game. Have my facilities and stadium been improved? We don't have any stadium or facilities. We play in Solihull. We own nothing of our own. This is what we've got. That's why home games are useless. The financial situation, it's not a disaster because it's not like we're in loads of debt. We've got a £500,000 overdraft. Our committed spending's not looking too clever. Our projection's really not looking clever. But we're not loaded up with loads of debt. But we haven't really got any income either. We need income. I mean, even getting the money from a big game against the likes of Man United, that gives us the opportunity to try and pay for a ground. We need to get promoted and then hopefully get a stadium. We could get like a nice 15, 20,000 capacity stadium. That makes a long-term difference then. Wow, Andrucci's turned up. How you doing, Ben? Still only 28 years old. How is Ben Andrucci still only 28 years old? Ridiculous. Numpty Defiler. Great name. Thank you for 5 months. You can only expand the stadium if the club owns it. Presumably. Why would we pay to make Solihull's ground bigger? I mean, we can ask to build a new stadium now. It's very unlikely with our balance the way it is that they're going to agree. We can ask, I guess. No harm done in asking. I hope. Right, new fitness coaching. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Maybe Andrucci could be a decent coach. I doubt it. He wasn't a very good player. He wasn't good enough for the National League. He was a good National League North player. David Roberts will be the first one of our players who becomes a coach. He's got coach written all over him. But that's a good 7 or 8 years away. Right, let's go and beat Swansea again. Oh, I'm so desperate to open this box that's down here. Remember I did that brand deal for Pouch and found some Pokemon custom shoes on the Converse website? They're in this still sealed box, but I'm saving it to show you in a Pokemon video because that seems like the obvious place to show it. But it means I haven't got them out and had a look at them myself yet. I really want to see them. Very upset that they're still sat there like that. Right, let's get the league table on. So we are 4 points outside of the playoffs at the moment. Roberts can help Brazilian wonder kid settle with his experience. Exactly. That's why we sent him on that mission to Brazil for a few years. He got him. Oh, what a save from Worcester. Yeah, he got himself a Brazilian wife and experience speaking Portuguese. And that's what we got. Worcester again. Oh, my word. How is that boy only... Right, hold on. He's worth more than 1.9 million. We're just taking that off. How long does the promise last for? I don't know how long a promise lasts for. But I'm removing that asking price because he's worth so much more than that. I mean, even the game says he's nearly as good as Hoyenhall, and we know how good Hoyenhall is. I don't know how we've got Worcester as young and as low down the leagues as we did. I don't know how he's as good as he is. But, oh, he's a good boy. He should be our goalkeeper forever. I mean, he won't be. The moment we get into the Premier League, we're going to sign a proper goalkeeper. But still, at the moment, I'm allowed to love him. We all know how this works. None of these players will make it into the start of season 2 in the Premier League. Not one of them. Because that's how big the step up is. But we can dream that one of them might be good enough. One or two of them might be good enough to still be sat on the bench after a few years. This isn't really what I had in mind for this match. Not ideal. Unless one of them sneaks into the under 23s and you just forget they exist. Yeah, that's... I mean, Theodros will never sell. He's got a contract for life. He will just keep getting his contract renewed for as long as he wants it renewing. Right, come on, more! We just beat Swansea in the FA Cup. Didn't we? It was them who we played, wasn't it? My buttons stopped working again. No, it hasn't. Right, we're changing both strikers. What's the highest anyone here has ever bought a player for in a serious save? You included Kevin with Never Never deals. Yeah, because they are the most serious, because that's how all transfers are done in real life. I don't know, a couple of 100 million probably. I remember that infamous £1 billion year with Bayern Munich. There was multiple just rotation players for 100 million plus. There was that Brazilian striker who we took to Bayern Munich from, I think we were at Tottenham before, weren't we? We brought in some Brazilian striker who was a reserve for us at Tottenham, and we spent over 100 million for him to go and be a reserve at Bayern Munich as well. And I didn't feel bad. Right, come on. We need to sort out our league form. I mean, we have already secured safety for this season, which is what we were supposed to do. But there's still an outside chance of a rush at the playoffs if we stop distracting ourselves with the FA Cup. $300 million got injured in his second game. Never played the same again. Brilliant. What's his name? I'm not sure what his name was. But he was rubbish. Right. We're currently not willing to consider this due to the club's present financial situation. Get a loan. We're no longer limited by anything, so I'd like to revisit the idea of the club expanding the stadium. Oh, that's interesting. Does that mean that the previous denial of planning permission in Leamington is gone? Yeah, we don't want to be stuck ground sharing. Although we understand your reason, we simply consider it too great a risk. I mean, it's not, is it? Moving away from this ground share might give us more freedom when our matches are played. Yeah, who cares about that? Getting left behind. Lack of ambition. I thought we should. Yeah, go on. That's unfair. We want nothing but the best for this club. Build me a ground then. You must be aware the fans are behind me and want the same for the club. Though the fans are happy with you, we feel that they'll be able to cope if we don't grant your request. At the least you can do. We're not current. Oh, well. Almost leaked to the press there. We're not getting a ground. Rubbish. Just had a row with them, though. I'm bigger than the club. Which I think I probably am, reputation-wise. Shall we check? So I'm 3 stars. The club are 2.5 stars. So I am actually bigger than the club. So they should just do as I say. Get promoted and they auto build run. I mean, you say that, but it's not always the case. The first home series that we did, we spent the whole of our time in the Premier League ground sharing in Milton Keynes. I got my board to buy the stadium from the council, but apparently it's going to take a full year. Nice. But it would be awesome to move back to our own ground and expand that. We don't need a new ground. We just need our own ground and a bigger ground. We want to stop having to traipse over to Solihull for every match. Because who wants to go to Solihull? Nobody. Right, we're away against Portsmouth. Right, let's go do a football. Come on, let's do a football. Come on now. How can you actually see how much your stadium can get expanded by? I don't think you can. I think it's just something you ascertain from discussions with your board. Right, come on, boys. You get promotion to the Prem, they'll likely build a ground on their own. I would like to think so, but they could just have us ground sharing at Villa or something stupid. There's no guarantees. That's what happened to me at Ebbsfleet. Were you ground sharing already, though, before you got promoted to the Premier League? If you already had your own ground and they decided to just make you a bigger one, that's a bit different. We've been ground sharing. This is our second ground share we've been to. We've been ground sharing for 10 years plus. So it's kind of our default to just ground share. We might just go and ground share at the Rico or something. I mean, that would be the obvious one at this point. I mean, even if they're not going to give us a ground, they should get us out of Solihull and get us back into Coventry. That would at least be, it's a little bit nearer and it's a much bigger ground. That would be the sensible change. We've outgrown Solihull. Let's go to the Rico. But we shall see. Got promoted to Southend, didn't get a new stadium for a few years, played to 10k max. Yeah. That's what I mean. There's no guarantees that getting promoted gets you the new ground. But I do think there's a very strong shout for heading back to Coventry. But there's no way to have that conversation with the board. Be the first team to be in the Prem that's never owned a stadium. I mean, that's a lovely goal, by the way. I mean, Wimbledon never owned a stadium whilst in the Premier League. If we change the literal wording of what you've put there a little bit. Come on, football time. Yeah, by the time the Premier League happened, Wimbledon were playing at Selhurst Park, weren't they? AKA nowhere near Wimbledon. We haven't got enough midfielders. Well, that's not good. Right, come on. Football. Football. That's a very good point as well. Leamington have had a stadium, just not for a while. So it's exactly the same situation to Wimbledon, really. Tiny club, no fans, no ground. Performing above our level. So we need to get that sorted, or else we need to capitalise on being in the Premier League in a time where there's much more money flowing around than there was when Wimbledon were in the Premier League. I don't know what that specific song was called. The playlist is the Stream Beats Hi-Fi playlist, which is available anywhere you get playlists from. Come on, do a football, boys. Oh, lovely. It's lovely football. I do remember when there was talk of them going to Ireland, yeah. When in the Premier League, Hull's ground was owned by their council. Okay. Oh, I thought that was going in the top corner. He had so long to tee that up. I thought it was going to be a wonder goal. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. 2-0. There you go. Back to winning ways in the league. That's what I'm talking about. Don't need to see the replay. Just need to start moving back up towards the playoffs again. That's what it's all about. We want playoffs. Playoffs and an FA Cup run. That's the route to happiness. Let's have a look at this league table. Sheffield Wednesday are second. That's who we play next. So we are 3 points outside of the playoffs. 10 games to go. It's doable. If we hit the right run of form, it's definitely doable. I just don't know if I've got the spirit for another playoff defeat. If we're going to do it, we've got to actually win them. I'm going to be heartbroken. Because I just don't think I can cope with losing in the playoffs again. How Posh doing in real life? We're top of the championship. Looking good for the Premier League. Backdoor Kev about to happen this season. We're always in the mood for some backdoor Kev. I think Your Find were actually top of the championship. Here we go. That's almost a sentence, boys and girls. I will hydrate and I will sit up straight. There's a really strong whiff of perfumey smell, which means there's either a perfumed human stood just the other side of my window. Are you there, perfumed human? No. That means Anna must be cleaning something. When's the network game? Thursday afternoon, probably. We are still waiting for confirmation from the other one. Really hope someone will respond. But if they responded, then the question would have been, who are you and why are you there? Why are you wearing so much perfume? Go easy, for goodness sake. I can smell you from in here. I mean, if there is someone stood like on the pavement waiting for the bus or something, I'm breaking their heart. But wear less perfume, for goodness sake. You smell like boots. Is the road clear? Now is not the time for me to check, just in case there's somebody out there. There's not a chance I'm opening these blinds a little right now just to see someone glaring back at me through 3 inches of foundation. What's the shop that knocks you out with all the smelly soap? Lush. Yeah. Lush usually smells all right, though. This is like chemically. It's like walking through the perfume part in Boots. Horrible smells. I do remember the Teddy Sheringham Stadium in Leicester. You've got a David Beckham Stadium in Leicester. Nice. Who's the best championship side other than Peterborough? Don't know. That Newcastle team from a few years ago that had Dwight Gale, probably. Have the board indicated whether you at a new stadium soon? Well, they've said no, just to mean no indication needed. We just had the conversation and they gave a very firm no. No, we're not having one. No, it can't be Forest. I can't risk Forest getting promoted. When we go to Centre Parks in June, Short Stay's coming with us, and he's a Forest fan. There's not a chance I'm spending a week locked in a cabin with a Forest fan who's just got promoted to the Premier League. That's the sort of thing nightmares are made of. So if Forest go up, that's the end of my holiday. Come on, do a football. What is Anna doing out there? I can now hear a Hoover. She's doing shenanigans, I think. Kind of hope Forest don't go just so. You are?
Thrown away.
Slower.
Can everything out here be thrown away?
I guess so, unless it's something not to be thrown away.
What? I told you to clear it.
Yeah, and then Andy threw loads of rubbish there again.
No, it was one box.
Yeah. They're for my bin here. They're tiny little, yeah, they're like the size of Tesco bags.
Then you'll have to, I have no bags.
We could use these ones. Which are also
They're
the same.
size.
Yeah, they're exactly the same. There's bin bags in the kitchen. These are my bin bags.
But I need a bin bag, Kevin. You took all the other ones. And you've got bags to take to the bin.
Oh, that's very exciting.
They're only in the living room.
Are you wearing too much perfume or are you using some kind of cleaner?
Outside. Cleaner.
Okay. We were speculating whether there was a lady of the night stood outside or if you were cleaning something. Okay. There you go. Now we know. Have we just missed a penalty? Unacceptable. That was the most British convo. What was British about it? I need to know what made that British. I've been watching your vlogs this past week. Whilst having COVID, videos really staying informative. Excellent. We are low on midfielders again. Can anyone sort me out with some midfielders? Really need some midfielders. Getting excited over bin bags. I mean, hey, we weren't getting excited. She just wanted some and I had some, but I didn't want to give them to her because I need them for something else. And are British people known for bin bags? What do you mean? Talking to the stream. Okay. I'm out here. I can hear you now. Doesn't mean I'm talking to you. That was a big win. So Sheffield Wednesday, second in the league. And we just did big football. Look at that man. Look at him. Look at him. Just want to comb his hair and give him £1. Lovely stuff. What a man. Right, now, is it the FA Cup again? It is. Against Brighton. Midweek as well. Who plays FA Cup games midweek? It's the biggest game in the history of the football club. We've got to play it on a Wednesday in Solihull. Who's winning the championship? I genuinely couldn't tell you who the top three are. I have no interest in the top half of the championship. I only concern myself with Posh's position and the teams immediately around us. So I have no idea who's winning the championship. I mean, it's pretty clear you're a fan of someone who is there or thereabouts. So you just want me to say the name of your team. Just type the name of your team in the chat and I'll just repeat it. Then you hear me say the name of your team and you can be happy. How's the desk? Don't see you standing much on stream. Well, the desk wasn't for me to stand on stream, apart from when I had my torn anus, which I no longer have. This desk is really so that I can stand up when I'm not streaming and get my, what's it called? The walkie thing. Treadmill. Walk on my treadmill on the in-betweeny bits. Fulham, Bournemouth and Forest are the top three. Fulham. There you go. I've said the word Fulham. Although I've heard their owner's mental. Judging by what he's been tweeting recently. Give Wooster £2 coins sellotaped into a card like your granddad as a kid. That's quite British. I had an aunt who used to sellotape £5 coins to a bit of cardboard and put them on my birthday card and then post it. I never understood why she didn't just use a £5 note. Never knew. Absolutely baffling. Luton are fifth. Yeah, and Luton are rubbish as well, which is weird. Luton was so poor when they played Posh the other day. That one does confuse me a little bit. You think any bots are flooding the stream like AEW tweets? Probably, yeah. Bots everywhere. Everyone who disagrees with me is a bot. Don't you know that? Sorry, I need to make my eyes much wider when I say that. Anyone who disagrees with me is a bot. There we go. Top tier Tony Khan impression. I love AEW. I've got all my AEW figures behind me. Got the AEW World Championship there. I love AEW, but Tony Khan is mental. Right. Brighton, FA Cup. Come on! See, football noises. Need to be a bit mental to do what Tony Khan does, though. Well, yeah, he's doing like 5 jobs, which is stupid. He should just do one job. Here we go, then. 5th round of the FA Cup. Quarter-final spot at stake. We've already got one Premier League scalp this season. Can we get over this hurdle and get into the quarter-final? Or are we going to... I was going to do a moron bit with the Moran, who was ahead of him. But the thing went away and that ruined it. Never mind. The moment's gone. Come on! Football! Here we go. Come on now. Look at it. We keep the possession. We keep possession really nicely. We're just a nice football team. We did a football goal. Huzzah! What are you banging about now? I can't hear what you're saying. Is anyone here from Nottingham? I need to clarify whether other people say shoes the way Anna just did. I've got too many shoers, apparently.
Are you now being mean about me?
You're shouting at me. I'm just...
Too many shoers.
What is a shoer?
Put on your feet.
My Fiat?
Shoers.
The shoers for my Fiat? I don't understand. Apparently I just have to say sorry, duck. But I suppose it's duck rather than duck, isn't it? Sorry, Duke. Is that right? Everyone knows it's pronounced duck, but... Yes? Yeah, Being real, back at you. I'm streaming and can't do anything about it right now. So I've put a lock on that door. Oh, my word. We're 1-0 up, by the way. Ah, Mr. Woods, thank you for 17 months. This is one of those where we don't actually want the Premier League club to grab the late equaliser either, because going to Brighton is a bit of a waste of time. They're just guaranteed to beat us, but we're not going to make much money by going there, because their ground only fits about 11 people in. So we actually just want to win this one. Oh, what a tackle! Turgay, what a man! Oh, I just want to tickle his cheeks. Absolute sellout again here in Solihull. Right, everyone's all tired and whatnot. Let's give them all cuddles to untired them. That's management right there. Theodros is on. Hughes is on. And then we really need a left back, but we don't have one, so we'll bring on Dempster to play right back. Why have we got so many people crowding around for this throw? What's this all about? I mean, it's going to work as well. I taught them to do that. We did that on the training ground earlier, and then I pretended I didn't know what we were doing, but I invented that. We worked on that, and it was brilliant. That's a throw-on routine right there. Look at this. Beautiful. Well, well, well. Amazing. 2-0 to Leamington. Are we having a third? We'd love a third. Premier League, here we come. Amari Theodros has come off the bench and grabbed 2 goals. Mr. Leamington. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. 3-0 now. What a man Theodros is. Srini, thank you very much for 9 months. We're in the FA Cup quarter-final. We're 1 match away from Wembley. Won't somebody give us some damn money for this? Goodness me. We want money. We want money. We want money. Well, FA Cup quarter-final. That's 1 stage further than we've ever got in the FA Cup before. We've had some lovely cup runs in recent year. This is the lovelier list. Young Leamington shine. Here we do. Shiny Leamington is what they should call us. Kai Edwards is just a Theodros lookalike, but played very well in that game. Surely now you want an easy game and a trip to Wembley. Not really. I still want the away game against Manchester United. Oh, or Liverpool. I just want the money. I don't really care about the trip to Wembley. I just want the money. And I think we make more money out of playing Man United at a sold-out Old Trafford than we do playing in front of 40,000 people at Wembley because nobody from Leamington turned up. What is going on out there? Okay. Sounds like she's trying to break my door down. Apparently it was all the shewers causing it. Did we have anyone from Nottingham to confirm shewers is a thing? Because I've asked Shortstay and he says no. It's just an Anna thing. Would Old Trafford be sold out? Probably. The Olympic Stadium was when we played West Ham. Right. So still in the FA Cup. I mean, any of these are big games now. The only one that is bad is Fulham. But even they've got to get past Newcastle. And Newcastle's a big payday. So really, we just want to be away from home. We're not beating any of these. It's Chelsea or Everton, Liverpool, Man United, Man City, then Newcastle or Fulham. Oh, hold on. Stoke is still here as well, and to Southampton. So it's not quite as simple as that. I needed to scroll. Right, Liverpool away. We will take Liverpool away because of all the monies. If we get Stoke at home, then we're just going to win the FA Cup, I've decided. Chelsea or Everton. We will take either of these. Man City. It is now exactly the same as it was in the last round. It is Man United away or nothing when it comes to money. We're at home. We'll make it Stoke then. If we're going to be at home, give us Stoke. So we've gone all this way in the FA Cup only to get battered without actually making any money. What a waste of time. Can't we play it at their place? No replays, apparently, in the quarterfinal. Brilliant. Is it really no replays in the quarterfinal? Extra time and penalties. Yeah, no replays in the quarterfinal. What a waste of a cup run that has been. It's been an incredible cup run that's made us no money. Hideous. Well, now we just have to have the greatest moment in the history of the club and beat Manchester United, who are 4th in the Premier League. We should at least be able to move to the Rico for this match. We shouldn't be playing Manchester United in front of less than 7,000 people. I imagine their youth team get more people than that turn up. Hopefully they play a weakened team. Yeah, but still, it's Manchester United, isn't it? It doesn't matter how weakened it is. Their third team's better than our first team. Although Wooster, against his old club, might just play out of his skin. Who knows? Can you get some scaffolding around the ground for extra seating? I mean, we could if it was our ground. But it's not our ground, so we don't even have the option of that. Ridiculous. And here we are consistently beating Premier League teams, but can't get into the playoffs in the Championship. I mean, it wasn't a loophole in real life to be able to swap grounds. It was just a thing you were allowed to do previously that you're not allowed to do anymore. It made a lot of sense to be able to swap grounds and make money as a smaller team. Wooster with the save that ends up punching it outside of the area just from making a save. What a man. Tom Wooster, hero. Has Ronaldo retired yet? He wants to hope he has, or else Wooster's going to embarrass him. That's what he does. Wooster the embarrasser. This is an important match. We're playing against Middlesbrough. Any match against them is important. We're just playing for the right to have people stop calling them Borough. Come on, boys. Let's do a football. We're doing a lot of back to goal, not really getting anywhere today. We need to get someone in behind. Here you go, like this. This is oh my goodness. Oh, has it been disallowed? Oh, it was such good football. Borough, best Borough. Sorry, Kev. Do you mean Middlesbrough? I mean, they've got no right to call themselves Borough. There's only one borough in the Football League, Peterborough. Used to have Scarborough. Used to have Stevenage Borough. One thing is for sure, there's never been a borough with middle at the start of it. Nuneaton Borough? Exactly, not in the Football League though, are they? Come on! Oh, lovely. Come on. Let's have a football here. That is a lovely finish from Edwards. He is a very, very nice footballer. He's just oozes quality. He is the definition of everything you want from a deep lying forward. He is just a quality footballer. And this is a beautiful finish. Look at it. Just beautiful. So as it stands, that would put us level with Bournemouth on points, which is quite a nice position to be in. Oh, how has that not gone in? I thought Walsh scored that. Walsh is just destined not to get a goal today, it seems. Apparently we've got goal line technology in Solihull now. Right, Edwards is going to have to come off because he's got tired little legs, as has Walsh. Everyone's got tired little legs today. Come on, Duvet, on you come. Just hold on, gentlemen. Just hold on. Carlo, thank you for 4 months. I also hope we can push for the playoffs. That would be super duper. Oh, look, there. That's why George is cheering on Brock, because he's playing for him. I've just noticed him. Oh, Hughes is in. Come on, Hughesy. Ah! Football, football. Yeah! Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely ball from Duvet. Lovely finish from Hughes. Bang. Football. Everything's coming together at the right point. I mean, that being said, we were top of the league briefly earlier in the year, so I guess it came together early, then fell apart, and is now slowly coming back together again. Problem is, do we all remember what ruined our run of good form earlier in the season? Allow me to remind you. We were brilliant, and then we played Manchester United at home in the EFL Cup, and it derailed us for like 3 months. Oh, look, we're playing Man United at home in the FA Cup, just as we're hitting good form. This cannot go wrong. George, check on my youth player. We'll have a look at him in a minute. Hopefully United will remember how easily they beat us earlier in the season, and we'll put the youth team out. I don't even want the reserves. The reserves will overpower us. We'll take the youth team. George. There you go. You're on the transfer. Oh, no, transfer arranged, not on the transfers. Joining Celtic. So you are a right winger. Joining Celtic. Weird, really. You've played 22 times for Middlesbrough this season. Playing for Jamaica under 23s? I would assume usually what happens in this situation, you've probably played for England under 23s and then been called up into the Jamaica squad. That's usually what's happened there, because otherwise I would have expected you to already be in the Jamaica team with 22 championship games this season. But now you're off to Celtic. This really is me. What is your youth player called? And we'll have a look at them as well. How do you get a youth player? You need 100,000 channel points. And then you can redeem it. Danny Grocott. Danny Grocott. There you go. At Uddersfield. In League One. Capped at under 19 level. Played 4 games. Oh, there! The mythical goalkeeper substitution happened. You've got 4 starts and 1 substitute appearance as a goalkeeper. There was a goalkeeper injury in FM22. Confirmed. When was it? We need to know when that was. I need evidence that it actually happened. It's so rare. Ah. I want to know when you played your games. There's every chance there'll be some players that I haven't set up yet if they're still on Discord. I don't do it very often. Weasel Gamer TV, what's your player called? We'll have a look. Saw a keeper that had like 10 sub appearances. I don't think it has to be an injury. Wow. Wesley Grigg. Wesley Grigg. I guess you don't have yours yet. So I'm assuming you're still sat on the Discord somewhere. I'm sure a mod will confirm. Like I would sell duvet. What do you think this is? Yeah, any that are still on Discord haven't been done yet. So we play Leeds and Manchester United in back-to-back competitive football matches. What a world this is for Leamington. How things have changed for this football club in recent years. Just 3 years ago, we couldn't get out of non-league. Now we're playing Leeds and Man United in consecutive competitive football matches. Lovely. And Godwin's still here with a huge value. He's seen it all. All that boy's known is promotion. Every season he's been at the club, we've got promoted. He won't know what happens this year if we don't go up. Right. Let's go beat Leeds first. Get ourselves up into the playoff positions. And then we'll worry about this FA Cup game. We're not losing the playoffs. This is the year. If we get into them, we're going up. I've already decided that. There's a non-Leeds to legend veteran, Shola Shortire, in the team for Leeds. We call him that because that's what he was called before he told everyone how to pronounce his name. It's not my fault. I knew about him before he knew about him, so I get dibs on how to say his name. So he'll forever be Shortire, no matter what he tries to tell you differently. He had an entire spell at Peterborough on YouTube as Shortire before anyone had ever heard of him. So, afraid I get dibs for inventing him. That looked like Dector headed that back towards our own goal. I'm from Nottingham. I had no idea what Anna was talking about in regards to shoes. Excellent. How do you say Shortire wrong? Apparently there's a very complicated way to say it. When he first broke into the Man United team, there was an explanation of how to say it properly, and everyone got on me in the comments. I emailed you the other day. I was just curious if you'd seen it. Oh, there you go. Shoratira. I'm not to say that. The correct way, according to the man himself, is Shoratire. All very complicated. I don't check my emails very often. What did you email me about? If you're one of the people about thumbnails, I definitely haven't read it yet because I've got loads of them to go through. If it was an email about something else, I don't think I've seen it. I heard Spencer pronounce it like that. Well, that's because Spencer was late to the party. Those of us who knew about him before he knew about himself We got to decide what he was called. As Palasconis developed well in this universe. I've not seen him. He won the next gen, I think, but I've not seen him surface anywhere since. But to be fair, we don't come, unless he's playing in the Premier League, we wouldn't come across him very often. So he's the sort of player who'll turn up at some point. Right, we're doing some encouragement and a pervert corner all in one go. Oh, we nearly capitalised on a pervert corner there. That would have been sensational. Follow. Yep. Come on. Football. That was a strange attempt at a pass. I don't really know what he's trying to achieve with that. Maybe he wanted to give it to their goalkeeper. Maybe he considers that a job well done. All I'm doing is looking at this thinking, yeah, it's because we're playing Man United next. You never win a game immediately before a big cup game. Just the rules of Football Manager. There's nothing can be done about it. I wish we could do something about it. Come on, football! Substitution o'clock, is it? Right, come on, Duvet. Duvet's on, everyone. We might also bring Carlson on. Just throwing all the attacking midfield boys on there. Get them all on. Hope one of them does something special. No thumbnails here. It was subjected to personal issue. Just wanted to check. I mean, bear in mind all my emails, all my emails pass through my management before they come to me. So, nothing. Full disclosure: nothing you ever email me is kept private or personal, because it passes through other people before it gets to me, and they decide if I see them or not. Basically, as a filter to protect me from stuff I don't want to see. So, I don't know if it would fit in that category. Maybe it didn't ever make it to me. Imagine you actually meant females. Yeah, all my females come through my management. That has an entirely different meaning. Right, now we play Manchester United. I am indeed a ladies' man. Just ask Anna, she'll confirm. I am a hunk. Right, come on. Manchester United. What's the worst that can happen? Need to hold out for a draw here. Won't make a difference. No replays once you get this deep into the competition. So it's one match. That's it. If you beat Man United, what do you think the chances are for the rest of this? I mean, we're not going to win the FA Cup, if that's what you mean. No, we didn't beat Leeds because we played them before Man United, which meant it was impossible to beat them. Right, let's rest some legs. Just 2 legs need resting. I'm loving the wrestling figure card unboxings. It saves me having to buy them for myself. I've got a wrestling one that I need to film as soon as I'm done here. Be on high alert, Chris. Tomorrow's video, as you know, is not yet with you. But I have wrestling figures somewhere in this pile next to me that I will be recording as soon as I'm finished here. Is my Comic-Con panel going to be available anywhere other than the actual event? Probably not. They're usually not. It's a good wrestling figure unboxing. It's not just wrestlers. It is, but not just boring. I've got, I can tell you what it is. It's the long-awaited Series 3, is it? Of Unmatched. The Dark Order set, basically. I've got that. But I've also got the new Darby Allin coffin box exclusive thing. And the Omega and Moxley Blood and Guts limited edition thing. So it'll be all of them. And that'll be out tomorrow. When are we getting more Fugglers? Well, unless they start making them again, never. Who's my favourite wrestler? Rockstar Spud. I'm too old to have a favourite wrestler. I just enjoy the wrestling. Right, Manchester United then. Here we go. When people ask me that question, I have to try and come up with an answer where it's someone who could conceivably maybe watch my videos, because I know Big Damo watches Jack and it upsets me. So I'm hoping I'll find some British wrestler somewhere who's a big Football Manager fan who just stumbles across my videos. Rockstar Spud, if you do watch my videos, please make yourself known in the comments. It would make my day. And if anyone's got a plan to bring Big Damo over from Work the Space, I mean, I actually like wrestling. I know who the man is, for goodness sake. Jack just tweeted some wrestler commented on my videos, apparently. Brilliant. Brilliant. Isn't a Mega Luca wrestler. I mean, in the same way I'm a barmaid. I've poured a drink before. No, he does his wrestling, doesn't he? Keep that in the video. Clip it up and send it to him. He'll chuckle. I'm just setting myself. I'm going to turn up as a heel manager and bring my own team to defeat him and his little partner. Theodros has done it again. It's the Amari Theodros FA Cup this year. I think that might be, if we win today, that might finally be the moment that boy gets his knighthood. I love him. We signed him when we were in the National League North over 10 years ago, and he's just scored against Manchester United in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. I mean, we're obviously losing today because they're better than we are. But Theodros, what a man. No, a draw's no good because there's no replays at this stage of the cup. So a draw just takes us to extra time. No use at all. How old is Sancho in the save? I mean, 12 years older than he is in real life, I guess. I think he gets it now. I think he's finally done enough. It's been a long time coming. It's rare they get them without a specific moment causing it. But that's just for being great forever. 90 at half time, exactly. Now go and get a hat-trick. I've outplayed him. Right, Turgai's broken. Armani Gilk's coming on. I love that as well. I love the fact that we've got these boys who've been with us forever. Was there an on-field ceremony? Yes. We wheeled out the Queen at half-time. Should I demand more against Man United? Probably not. Come on, boys. It would be a splendid moment if we could do a couple more footballs in this game. I mean, the ideal is we do one football here, go to penalties, and Wooster has a man-of-the-match penalty performance against the club that discarded him as a boy. It's 2-2. Ho, 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 ho. That's brilliant from Walsh. She's done really well there. We're still attacking. We're going for it. We are going for it. Leamington against Manchester United. Come on. What is happening? Oh, it's them with a corner. That's no good. Tommy! Come on now. We're still on attacking with 2 minutes to go. We're just a cup team. Oh, if Edwards could have just snuck away from his man there. Right, here we go. Come on. Here's the goal. This is the goal. This is the goal. Oh, my word. Oh, my goodness. We are 3-2 up against Manchester United in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Emmett Walsh has just added £3 million to his transfer value. We are 2 minutes away from an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Come on, boys. I know Football Manager's still going to take it away from me. I've been here before. Oh, look at that crunching tackle from Warrington. No, come on, Tommy. Tommy. Armani Gilks is given. Oh, he's given away a penalty. Right, this is Tom Wooster's moment. This is Tom Wooster's redemption story. Come on, Tommy. This would be more important than the goal. Oh, that hurts. I said the best thing would be go to penalties. Let Wooster be the hero. We've still got time for that to happen. Unless they score again, and that's horrible. That is horrible if they score again. I hate this game sometimes. I genuinely hate this game sometimes. Oh, it's been disallowed. Okay. Oh. I hope we go attacking for extra time.
Loud enough.
We're playing Man United in the FA Cup semi-final. I'm going to get louder. Right, we're going attacking and Hughes is on. Ah, no. Hold on. We should probably do that. Come on, boys. Come on. We have been as good as Manchester United here. We're all heroes off the back of this. The money doesn't matter anymore. The heroics of this team. What a bunch of absolute legends. Give it to Sir Omari. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh. No, Gilks is not a spoon. Gilks doesn't get spoon status. It's the FA Cup. It's Man United. You're not going to spoon a man for that. He remains despooned. Oh. Oh, lovely defending. Red card, referee. That smells like a red card. Well, that Walsh has ruined that guy all afternoon long. Walsh has played like a Premier League striker in this game. Right, Gilks to redeem himself. Cross to nobody. But Weaver's there to collect. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. It's an Emmett Walsh hat trick. Oh my word! What a football match! Oh my goodness me! I don't even know what to say. We've dropped back to positive again. All together now. Wembley! Wembley! That is bonkers. That is absolutely bonkers. I'm not going to put it on Twitter. If we were earlier in the stream, absolutely that goes on Twitter. But because the stream's only got 5 minutes left, we'll just let that be a little treat for the video. Those of you who are here to be part of it live, got to experience it live. Everyone else can wait for it to hit YouTube. That is insane, what we've just seen. I mean, this man, he looked like a superstar in that game. Well, well, well. Oh, who cares? I'm tweeting it anyway. We'll tweet this. Apparently Martin Ross didn't have the best game of his career. Who cares? Championship Leamington versus Champions League Man United in the FA Cup quarter-final. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the amount of money we got for that as well. Finally, this cup run is proving to be worth it. We're actually we're still overdrawn, but we're actually starting to bring in some cash. And now we're off to Wembley, and there is the money for Wembley. Wembley money. Just need to see who we're going to play now. I hope Stoke are still knocking around. We might win the FA Cup here. I'm cancelling today's non-needs legend. We're going to go and win the FA Cup on stream instead. That was bonkers. Now we need to see the draw. Come on, draw me. We want to know what we're in store for on Wednesday. Come on, give me the FA Cup draw. I'm not surprised Connor Weaver's not concerned about the position he's playing in. He played as a holding midfielder against United. It was brilliant. Are we getting this draw or what? Here we go then. So Chelsea, Liverpool, Southampton and Leamington heading to the FA Cup semi-final draw, where the winner gets nearly £1 million. The loser gets nearly £500,000 plus Wembley gate receipts. My word. We'll have Southampton, please. Southampton are 12th. We've beaten multiple teams better than them this year. Chelsea 5th. Liverpool 3rd. We'll save one of them for the final. Give us Southampton, please. Chelsea versus Leamington. We'll play Southampton in the final. Need to get that tweeted out as well. Wednesday's stream is going to be unmissable. Unless you miss it, of course, but don't, because you shouldn't, because it's going to be good. Should I put all that in the tweet? That's what, read between the lines, you get that. Oh. So, I mean, that's very close to the end of the season. We could have 3 trips to Wembley this year, boys and girls. Semi-final, final, and playoff final. Oh, I mean, to be fair, if ever there was a time for it to be, yeah, fair enough. Emmett Walsh wants a new contract. Yeah, fair enough. What made you think that you deserved a new contract? Was it that hat trick against Manchester United, maybe? Yeah, I mean, you're asking for far too much, but goodness me. Yes, you can have a contract. You don't like the one you've been offered. I imagine if he gets upset now because we can't afford to pay him. There you go. Phil Scott sorted him out. He doesn't even want a new contract now. Sent Big Phil down. Big Phil had a word with him. Hello, Emmett. Apparently you want more money. I don't think you're going to get more money, Emmett. All right, Phil. That's how that conversation went. All right, Phil. I don't need any money anyway, Phil. Thank you. Thank you, Phil. Glad we could come to an understanding, Emmett. There we go. I mean, that was actual audio that was recorded as part of their exchange. Oh, we're going to be on the telly as well. Another 65 grand for being on the telly. Beautiful. Well. I think we'll leave it there. We've got an international break now, so that gives us a little bit of time to ease ourselves into the next stream. And then the next stream on Wednesday, so Wednesday afternoon, same sort of time, 1-ish, usually a little bit before 1. We will finish the championship season, which will hopefully end with us getting promoted. We've got a game in hand, which is why we're suddenly so far back. And we're going to win the FA Cup. We're going to do the double that dreams are made of. Equinox, thank you very much for the sub. But we will see you again very, very soon. Obviously, you've got Non-Elite Legend to watch now. And I'll see you back here Wednesday afternoon for more Leamington shenanigans. What a stream. What an afternoon. What a time to be alive. Toodle pip, everybody. I'm waving even though the camera's gone. Bye-bye.